Hello, everybody! This is UOB2 coming at you with my episode review of episode 11 of Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. Now, this was a funny episode. The first half I liked better than the second half, but they were still really good, and they were hilarious, and I had tons of laughs, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So let's get into this. Okay, the first half, the whole thing's going on is Nozaki. Well, it starts off before even the credits. We have Sakura asking Nozaki about what it was like when he first met Ken-san, his editor, and the reaction. And Nozaki was like, "It was great. We kept our distance," and it turned out he was like, Nozaki just was so stigmatized by his last editor that he assumed that his new editor was going to be crazy and everything, or assumed that all editors were like that. So that was hilarious. But the first part of the episode, the first half, is Nozaki wants to do something new for his manga, and he wants to have surprises for the characters. So he's trying out different surprises with Sakura throughout the day of the school days in order to he's basically doing this so he can observe her reactions for his characters when he does it. Like things like her reaction when he tricks her by giving her a box lunch, but it looks like she's going to be rice, but it turns out underneath is curry, so it's like flipped upside down curry, because usually the rice on the bottom and the curry on top. So he's basically just doing all these weird things. So she's like, "Why are you doing this? This is the kind of surprises I'm looking for. Why are you doing this?" And he's basically doing them so he can observe her reactions, so later on he can use those reactions in his manga, which is really cool, because for him to be a writer and to use so much of his daily life as his inspiration and reference for his manga is brilliant and wonderful. The thing is, he goes to extremes at so much. It's just crazy. So this was a whole bunch of segments of him doing crazy stuff or weird things, and just observing Sakura's, basically her reactions, so he can use them for his manga. And that was hilarious and fun. Now the second half is he's back home, and he gets ring by ring at the doorbell, and it's raining outside, and he has Mikoshiba, Wakamatsu, and Hori-chan show up. And they want to stay there for a bit till the rain dies over, or at least stay the night. And the funny thing is, none of them know that any of the other two out of the three. So Mikoshiba doesn't know that Hori-chan or Wakamatsu works with Nozaki on his manga. Wakamatsu doesn't know that Hori-chan or Mikoshiba works on Nozaki's manga. And Hori-chan does not know that Mikoshiba and Wakamatsu help Nozaki with his manga. So this whole time, they're trying to interact and figure out how the hell do they know Nozaki so well, while at the same time trying to hide the fact that they help Nozaki with his manga. So throughout this, they have hilarious interactions, and the whole time, Nozaki again is using it as reference for his manga, but he's turning the guys into female characters in his manga, which is funny as hell. He's like the guys one of the guys gets out of the bath, and the guy goes, "Oh, you got some nice muscle there," and Nozaki flips it around to girls comparing their chests. So this was funny because if you know anime, they do that a lot in anime. Girls do that a lot in anime. So, or the fact, all these different things. Mikoshiba, hilarious. He's asking the guys what kind of stuff they do. He's trying to figure out. And Nozaki was like, "Yeah, we read magazines." And Nozaki is, of course, thinking his girls, his shoujo manga magazines. Mikoshiba thinks, oh, girly magazines. Um, and he keeps on asking, so what kind of magazines, girl magazines do you have? And first Nozuki shows it. Manga, and a girl's monthly magazine, manga. And then after that, Mikoshi goes, no, 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 no. One with color. And he hands a color version of it. And Mikoshi goes, Live Girls. And Nozuki pulls out a yearbook. And this is hilarious. And Mikoshiba ends up pulling out the yearbook and asking the guys, showing them pictures. And of course, it's only from about here, the chest up. So it's like, buff shots, right here. And he's asking the other guys, what kind of girl do you think is hot? And, of course, Hori-chan's response basically, is basically a reference to Kashima. Wakamatsu's response is Yuzuki. He's talking about a girl who, because Hori-chan goes, yeah, a girl with good legs. And Mikoshiba's like, you can't see the legs in there. How are you picking a girl with good legs? And Wakamatsu's like, yeah, a girl who's in is pure. And of course you can tell he's talking about Yuzuki because he doesn't know she is her alter ego, the girl who sings in the Glee Club. So, this was hilarious. It was funny as hell. The interactions between the characters. And everything was awesome. And then at the end, they're sleeping over, and Nozuki is trying to get them to goof off before bed, so again, he can use that as reference, but in the end, he blacks out, he falls asleep before the rest of them, and then they end up having crazy fun, and basically that was the episode. But it was hilarious, it was funny, I loved the whole time throughout the 2 segments how Nozuki is the whole time just doing weird stuff to get references for his manga, and we have 1 more episode left, and I'm truly hoping that in this final episode, that Nozuki-kun and Sakura become a couple. So, that'd be awesome. Now, if I can get it my way, not just Nozuki and Sakura will be a couple, but Hori-chan and Kashima will be a couple, and Wakamatsu and Yuzuki will be a couple. So that's what I want. But I'm at least hoping for Nozuki and Sakura to be a couple at the end. So this was a fun episode. It was very funny. At the end, after Nozuki falls asleep, they're trying to wake him up because they're figuring out, yeah, Sakura likes him. Does he know it? But this was a fun episode. Lots of laughs. Lots of fun. And I enjoyed it a lot. And I hope you will check it out if you would like to check the series out. It's going to be about 12 episodes long. And it is tons of fun. Thus, this is the old boy 82 saying, if you like this video, please click like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. This is the old 82 signing out.